get the last little numbers that we need until I reach 3K. I'm almost at 3K. I think I was like 160 short of watch hours. So I am about to do this live video, try to eat some of them up, them live hours up, so that hopefully by the weekend I can be monetized and y'all could pay me from trolling and y'all could pay me for sneak watching. So that's gonna be a good day because you're gonna have to pay me to be nosy. So I'll wait on the normal people to come. I wanted to show you guys a few things with this live video. If you were an intelligent person, it will be intelligent to get you a pen and a paper and to write down your state's eve. And as I'm showing you how I do it for Michigan, you should try to do it for your own state. Hey, Kayla. You should be able to do it for your own state. So if you are a normal person and if you are an intelligent person in the front of the class and not the back of the class, I'm about to show you a few things after I go over this rundown. What I did was I went and found the pairs that we were missing. Y'all know for the past couple of days I was telling you that Michigan was missing 66XX, 88XX, 00XX, 33XX, 2XX, and 11XX. So what I did, because I was in the front of the class, or I might have been in the back playing spades or in the hallway playing tag, but that's neither here nor there. But when I wanted to blend in and learn something new every day, um, I just like to go back and see stuff. So what I did was I took those pairs that I was missing and I went to all my rundowns from starting July the 1st and I looked for those numbers with them pairs in it. And then I wrote it down. So I did that. I did the 688, the sixes, the eights, the zeros, the threes, the twos, and the ones. Once I did that, I began to, I'll show y'all, but yeah, if you in the front of the class and you want to do it for your state, I'll show you after I go over the rundown. So I guess I have one normal person here so we could keep going because I am actually exhausted. But I wanted to show you something because I just finished something and it just happened. I just happened to just do it and it came out to be. I'm still going to go over it tomorrow, but I want to show y'all how to do it for your state. So, all right now we're about to go over the normal. If, like I said, if you want to do it for your state and do this method while I'm doing the method, all you got to do is write whatever your state was, the midday number. Put the number right here. When you do that, let me know when you're ready. And then I think time trolling, so give me a second, but then I'll show you how to break it down. And then you could do this with me step by step, but with whatever number that your state got. So if you want to do that, let me know. If not, then I'll keep going just with Michigan. And y'all could do it whenever y'all want to do it, which I know a lot of people don't do it. That's why when I go over this next thing, y'all going to have to backdate from all the way to July 1st. And I know a lot of people not going to do it, but that's not intelligent because you're going to be missing vital information. But it might just work for Michigan, but with your state, you should be able to go back and see what pairs you're missing. Look, that's my, yes, Kay. Yeah, I just was finishing. I was just sitting here like, hey, let me go all the way back and see what we was missing. And I'm going to show you this. I put this list together. So with this first list, hold on. I was over here writing, then I finally got done. I was like, I wonder if they woke. Okay, so what I did was, hold on, let me remove time. Just don't feel right in my spirit. Okay, so what I did, Kay, was this was the original list. If y'all want to take it, I know Kay probably got a screenshot of it, but yeah, damn. Hold on, Kay, let me get rid of them because I'm actually trying to show something important. Now, this was the list for Michigan. You remember these were the numbers we were missing to go with that 66X, 88X, 0XX, 22XX, and I added 11XX. So what I did, knowing we were missing these, I went all the way back to, hold on, Let me grab my other notebook. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me sit y'all down for a minute. Okay, so what I did was hold on, y'all. I have to sit y'all down for a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, so what I did, knowing that we were missing those pairs, I went all the way to July 1st, and I already did this rundown. But for those who didn't do it already, my suggestion is go. Well, I know they don't lottery post no more. Go wherever you get your lottery from. Go to July 1st. Do this rundown. Once this rundown is done, you would do this if you haven't done it already. Again, I know a lot of people are not gonna do it, but you should go from July 1st. Do what you got for midday. Do what you got for Eve, and then knowing Michigan, I'm talking to you. Damn. Knowing that we were missing these, I would write this down on a piece of paper like I did. I got a lot going on, y'all. I was over here writing blog. Hold on, let me get my station together. Okay, so what I did was, hold on, let me sit y'all to the side. So, this is what I got on. You see, I put July 1st right here. So I went backdated. You remember backdating is going all the way back. So I went all the way back to July 1st because I'm intelligent. So you see these numbers right here? I only did the 4-digit because that's where the money at. Y'all could do the 3-digit if y'all want to, but I know a lot of people aren't because you want me to do everything for you. But I'm doing it for myself and still helping y'all at the same time. So you see these numbers right here? You remember I told y'all to write an en route list? I know a lot of y'all don't be listening and y'all just be here just to be here and take up space. But gonna knock yourself out and help us get these last watch hours. In a minute, I'll be monetized by the end of the week, and you have to go pay me for being here trolling and being here sneak watching. But that's neither here nor there. So again, you should go to July 1st, wherever you get your number from. Write your 3-digit, write your 4-digit. You remember the original was in red. You add 1 to each row until you get the original number. Once that is done, you break them off in 3 boxes. Same thing with the 4-digit. You add 1 to each row till you get the original number, and then you break them up in 3. This was Michigan Eve on July 1st, 7 for July, 1 for the 1st. So this is what Michigan got Eve. This is what Michigan got midday. I added 1 until I got to the original number. So knowing that we are missing these pairs, I looked in here. I looked in the first one for midday, and I looked and I said, okay, do we have any 66SS? No. So, as you can see, July 1st, we had no action. We had no 66SS, no 88SS, no 00SS, no 33SS, no 22SS, no 11SS. That's crazy. So it looked like since this was the first of the month, it determined what happened on the second because they went crazy on the second. They went crazy on the third. So what I did was I said, okay, this was the first pair I was looking for. So I went through here and I looked for my sixes. So on the second, wait, is this the right one? Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I had to grab my other one. I'm like, hold on, this look different. Hold on, let me put a clip on this. They were like, your paper was sticking up and we couldn't see. Okay, let me grab another pen. So, I'm trying to see how I could do it where you. So, I'm see if I could do it on side by side. Again, this is July 1st. So, what I did was I wrote the first pair that was missing, the 66XX, and I looked in here and seen if I seen any. You remember we didn't have action until July the 2nd. So these numbers right here will be your date. You notice the month of July because I have July at the top. You know this is a 1 for the first, 2 for the second, 3 for the third. The third continue right here because we had numbers left over. The fourth and the fifth and stuff is on the back. So since we know that we didn't have action over here, it makes no sense to really look for the first. All through the first. So you flip to the second. July 2nd. Hold on, y'all. So, there was no action on the first. So you could go to July 2nd. So remember, we're looking for numbers with 66S. So, let's go. Ain't this 66X right here? 66XX. So what I did was, all the numbers that had 66X in that method, I wrote them down. The 2 for the second. So we had 6226. First, I wrote it how they had it in this method. I didn't change anything, but I wrote it how they had it on there. So on the second, Michigan, remember we looking for this pair at the top. So we had 6226, 0660, 6476, 6568, 6006. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show y'all this. These are the original numbers, how they were in there. I'm going to box it off for you because I am about to switch the orders of the numbers. Okay. So I need you to pay attention. If you're trolling, you might learn something new. I think it stopped right here. Yep. All right, this is your main box. We're going to call her your main box. So all you're doing is switching the order. Hold on, I think she's supposed to be in here as well. I'm going to write this over anyway. I just wanted to show you how to do it. So, what pair did they give us first? 66X. So this was our first number. We have to put 66 first. So I put 66 first, and then I added the last two numbers. Y'all see how I did that? You look and see after this row, your main box. Your main box will start with the last number with 66XX in it. And then after you do that, then you will rearrange the order. So this was probably the last number under the 2nd of July with 66X in it. So I stopped. So once I stopped, I went over here, like I said, pulled my 66X's out and wrote the last two digits that was attached to it. So then you go to the second one. Remember, we got 66X first. So I put 66. And you know your 0 and your 0 is a XX. So I put that first, and I put the first digit and the last digit last. Hopefully y'all see what I'm doing. The next, they gave us 6476. I got to switch the order because they originally gave us 66XX that was missing. So I did 66 first, and then I did the 47 first. I added it to the end, and then I did 66 again, and I took the third digit and the fourth digit and added it to the last. Hopefully y'all enter and understand for the next one, they gave us 6, 5, 6, 8. I said, okay. We were missing 6, 6, X, X, so I put that first. Then I said I put the 5, 8 last. I put the 5, 8 last, and then I came back and I put the 8, 5 last, and then we're done. Because everything, we done rearranged everything. So then I went back to here, and I went on the other side. And let me see, let me make sure. It was no more numbers on here, so I went to, we had no action on the 3rd, but we had action on the 4th. So you could go flip all the way to July 4th. Hold on, y'all, I set you down. I'm about to go to July 4th real fast in this other notebook. Told you I have notebooks of information. July 4th. Okay, here we go. Remember, I just thought I'd tell you, remember this is your date. That don't mean 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that means this was the 2nd of July. This is the 4th of July. So none of the pairs happened for 6, 6, X on the 3rd. There was no action on the 3rd for 6, 6, X. If you want to make a note of that, Michigan. So on the 4th, we had action. Here's our 4th of July. As you can see, we had action. But then we have action for 6, 6, X. Yep, there go one. There go one. It's giving you the last 3 digits of the 4-digit. There go one. It's giving you the last 3 digits of the 4-digit. I say, okay, cool, I see that. So then I go in and I go to the 4th. Remember, we're only looking for this rundown. So I go on the 4th and I say, okay, where did we get 6, 6, X? Did we get 6, 6, X here? No. But, so instead of going through the whole thing, because I'm tired, hopefully y'all enter and understand. On the 4th, we got 8, 6, 6, 5. We got X, 6, 6, 1. It was telling you the last 3 digits of the 4-digit. We got 1, 6, 6, X. So all I did was rearranged it because this was the last number from this page, from the rundown on the 4th. The last 6, 6, X that we got was this number. So now you know it's time to rearrange it. I'll put a box by it, letting you know that was the last of the 6, 6, 8 on July the 4th. So now all you're doing is rearranging what's in the box. So what are we looking for? We're looking for 6, 6, X, X. So you put your 6, 6 first, and then I put 8, 5 last, and then I did 6, 6, and then I put, since I did 8, 5, I put 5X last. Hopefully y'all enter and understand it. That's all the action that we had on the 4th for 6, 6, XX. So right here, I went to the 5th on here. Let me switch pages on this other thing. So on this other thing, these were all the numbers from the rundown on the 5th that I'm about to show y'all. I went through here and said, do we have any 6, 6, SS? Yep, ain't that one. And I had 2 asterisks by it. Any more? Yep, right here. 6, 6, SS. Look, 6, 6, 4, letting you know the last 4 digits of 1. So I say, cool, I see that. So what was this? This was on the 5th. So I go on here and I write 5 for the 5th. And I write the 6, 6 X's that was in that rundown. It was 9, 6, 6, 8, 5, 6, 6, 3, X, 6, 6, 4. So then after that X, 6, 6, 4, you know it was done. There will be no more numbers for 6, 6, 8 on the 5th of July. I'll put a box around it, letting you know you're going to have to rearrange that. So you remember we're looking for 6, 6 X first. So you put 6, 6 first. And then I took that 9 and that 8 and put it on the end. And then since I put the 9 and 8, I put the 8 and 9 instead of the 9 and 8. So then right here, they gave us 5663, but we want the 66 first. So I did 66, and then I did the 53 first, and then I changed the order. Instead of 53, I made it 35. That was all the action we had on the 5th for 668X. I mean 6XX. So then I go to the 6. These were all the numbers from the rundown from the July on the 6th. These were those numbers that I just showed you from that method. So then look, 66XX, they go 1. And that was it. So I go on here and I write the 6. Because we only had one 66XX. So we had 6635 in a rundown for July 6th. So I wrote that down. And we also had X633, which was telling you the last 3 digits of the 4 digit on the 6. So then this could be our little box. And I forgot to change them, but by now you should know how to rearrange it. And you will only have to rearrange one because we only had one 66X for the 6. So on the 7th, I did the same thing. I went and I looked on here. And I said, okay, on July the 7th, because remember these are dates that don't mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th. So on the 7th, these were all the numbers from the rundown from July the 7th. Look, 66XX right here. So I say, boom, that's why it's highlighted. All my highlighted numbers are either 66SS, 88SS, 00SS, 33SS, 22SS, or 11SS, for those wondering what these are. So it won't be hard for me to look for it, even though all of them in blue. I know those are one of the missing pairs that we're, but that's neither here nor there. So 66SS, it looked like they only gave us one on the 7th. So I put this other paper to the side. As you can see, this is one rundown where it's showing you what to look for, and then you use this rundown to break it down further. So we go on the 7th. You see that we only had one number for 66SS, and then we had this that lets you know what last 3 pairs coming. So I will put that in the box. I'm going to write it over. It's hard to write and talk. So since we know that we only had one number on the 7th for 66SS, you rearrange it. You put your 66 first because that's the missing pair from Michigan. And then you take your 3 and your 9 and put it at the end. Since you put your 3 and the 9 at the end, after putting your 66X first, you put your 9 and your 3 at the end instead, and then you're done for the 7th. So then I say, okay, the 8th. These are the numbers from the rundown on the 8th, from July the 8th. So let's go through here and see if we see any 66X's. Ain't that one? It ain't that one. It's telling you the last 3 digits of our 4 digit on July 8th. So I say, okay, cool. I move this rundown to the side. And we look for the 8th. We put an 8 under here, under the 7th, meaning the 8th. And these were the 3 numbers that they gave us. So we're going to put a box around it, letting you know these are the main numbers. So you just rearrange the order. It looks like I only rearranged one, moving fast, but it got done. So I'll go back and rearrange this when I write this over. So you know you just switch orders. Put the 66 first because that's the pair that's missing. And then you put your 09 first, or then you switch the order. Since 09 came first, you put 90. Putting the 66X, we're done because we only had 2 numbers, and then we had a number with the last 3 digits. So then you go to the 9th on here, and then you say, okay, on July 9th, did we have any 66X numbers? Yep, we had one right here. And it looks like that's it. So that's going to be easy. So then we take this one. Why does it keep doing that? So we take this one and we go on the 9th, and we only had this number. Wait, hold on. 6, 6. We had 6, 8. So we only had one number. For some reason, I don't know where I seen that, but we gonna move forward with our life. So then I put 6, 6 first. And then I put 8, 7. Well, I should have put 8, 7, but we put 7, 8. But y'all know what I meant. And y'all know. So then we went to the 10th. We did the same thing. Remember, these are all the numbers from the or en route, which was basically the numbers that didn't come. So basically, this is my en route list. So I went on the 10th, and these are the numbers that didn't come in the grid, from the grid, and from each method that I did on there. So I looked and seen if I said 6, 6, X, X. No, 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 no. So we go to our other one, and I said it was 2. They gave us 5, 6, 4, 6 on the 10th, and at 6, 1, 6. So we could put our square around it. So we did 6, 6 first, and then I did 5, 4 last, and then I did 6, 6. Since I did 5, 4, I did 4, 5. No more numbers from the 10th. So we're done with 6, 6, XX. Any questions? Do y'all understand how to do this for your state? For those that are going to go all the way back and do backdate to the first of your state's hits, this is how you would do it. You would create a list first after first going through to July 1st and doing this method. You only had to do one method from July 1st to July 10th, so it could be current. You take whatever numbers you got from midday, you make that your midday section. You take whatever numbers you got from eve, you make your eve section. You count blase split till you get the last digit. And then whatever numbers your state is missing, let's say if you want to see if you're missing the same thing like Michigan, you go through and you pull out your six, whatever y'all missing. But it's kind of hard because I don't know what y'all missing. So we just going to talk to Michigan so I don't get confused. But it would probably be the same thing with your state. So next thing that I did was, I'm not going to go all the way through this because I already wrote it down and it's going to give me a minute. So the next pairs that we were missing was 88XX. So I went on the second. These are the numbers that they gave us. I'm going to put a box around it. Hold on, I'm trying to see where it started. It looked like it started right here. Stop right there. This is new for both of us, all of us, for those that sneak watching. I just thought of this like an hour ago and just started writing, and this is what my brain came up with. Just a little basic math. So this was probably the last number on the rundowns from the second. So what I did was rearrange them. 88 first, took the 2s, put it on the end. 88 first, took the 69, put it on the end. Since I put the 69 on the end, I put the 96 on the end. And then I did 8844. There's nothing else to rearrange, so we're done. So again, no action on the 3rd. I got to figure that out, but I'm glad that I seen that tonight so I could look tomorrow. So on the 4th, they gave us 2 numbers. We're going to box it off so you know those are the main numbers from the rundown, and then you just switch your order. We're looking for 88XX, so you do the 88 first, 07, and since I did 07, I do 70 last. There's no more action on the 4th. That was we only got one real number and then one we're telling you the last 3 digits. So then I went on the 5th and I looked for 88XX, and they gave us 3 in a rundown on the 5th. So I said, cool. So I just started rearranging them. Remember, we're looking for 88. So I did 88 first. I took the 1 and the 0 and put it first. Since I did the 1 and the 0, I did the 0 and the 1 next. And then they gave us 7885. I put the 88 first. I took the 7 and the 5 and put it last. Since I did 7, 5 last, I did 5, 7 at the end. We're done for July the 5th, not number 5. Hopefully y'all enter and understand that. So then I went on 6. The 6 rundowns, they only gave us one real number, but one with the last 3 digits on the end. So that was easy. All I did was rearrange it. They already gave us the 88 first. Cool, appreciate you. So since 5 and 7 was at the end, I switched the order and I put 7 and 5 at the end. Hopefully y'all understand how I did that. We were done on the 6th. So then I seen the 7th. They only gave us 2 numbers. One real one telling you what was on the end. So, 8581 was what they gave us in the rundown on July the 7th, not number 5. So then they gave us an X58. So all I did was rearrange it. I put the 88 X, well, basically the 88 first. I put the 5 and the 1 first. Since I did 5 and 1 first, then I did the 1 and 5. That's all we got on the 7th for, one of my things is the, for 88XX. But we're not done because we still got the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, and I got this right here for tomorrow. So on the 8th, we were looking for 88XX pairs. So they gave us on July the 8th, not number 8, they gave us 2881. Hold on. They gave us 2 real numbers and 2 of these. So they gave us 2881, 1848. They gave us X388. They gave us X883. So cool. You know, this should be the last one in the rundowns for July 8th. So what do you do after you box it off to let you know, let yourself know, or if you're trying to teach somebody, let them know these are the main box. These are the main numbers with 88XX for July 8th, not number 5. So then you rearrange it. You put your 88 first, and then you put your 2 and your 1 last. And then since you did 2 and 1, you do 1 and 2 next. And they gave us 1848. You put your 88 first, and then you put your 1 4 last. And then since you did 1 4, you could take it and do 88 first for 1. We're done with July the 8th, not number 8. On the 9th, hold on the 9th, not number 9, they gave us, it looks like 2 numbers. So it looked like they gave us 8089, 8852. So as you can see, I took the 8s first because we were looking for 88SS, and I put the 0 and the 9 last. And since I did the 0 and 9, I did the 9 and 0 instead. So then they gave us 8852, so I did 8825. We're done with July the 9th, not number 9. So then we went to the 10th, which was today, and they gave us 8278. Ain't that our 88SS? And they gave us at 08, what the hell, at 088. So all I did was go in the main box with, and I took the 88 first, and then the 27. 8827, then I switched the order, 8872. We're going to figure out what we're going to get for tomorrow. So right here, we were missing 00XX. So I went to the rundowns on July the 2nd, not number 2, and I pulled out all the numbers with 00XX. So we had 4, let me block it off. All right. So as you can see, there's our little box. This was probably the last number in one of the rundowns with 00XX in it. Why is my hand shaking? Okay, so we have 4004. You switch the order because we're looking for 00X first. So I did 00X44. And then right here we had 66. I put it first. We have 00. I put it last. There's no need to continue. Hold on, y'all. There's no need to continue. So right here we have 0810. I put the 00 first and did 81, and then I switched the order and did 18 instead. We're done for July 2nd, not number 2. On July 3rd, we had 0092. It looked like we had these. Hold on, y'all. Like I said, this is the first time of me doing it with y'all. Trying to see how I did it. So we had 0092, 0902. So it might have just been 2 because it looked like I did 0029 instead. And then we had 6006. It looked like I took these first and put those at the end. Well, I like I did that. Look at that kind of way. Then we had 0440. I took the zeros and put the fours last. I messed the church's money up right there. You see I had to scribble it out. They gave us X001 and they gave us 5050. I took the 2 zeros first because remember, that's what we're looking for, the missing pair. So I took the 2 zeros first and I put the 5 fives on the end. This line would tell you that we're done with July the 3rd, not number 5. So then we didn't have, yes, we did. We had action on the 4th of July, not number 5. We had only 2. So this would be your main box because this was the last number on July the 4th with 00XX attached. So all you're doing is switching the orders. We're looking for 00XX. I put that first. And then I take the 2 and the 9 and put it at the end. Since I already got a 2 and a 9, I just switched the order. We're done for the 4th. On the 5th, it looks like we had 3 numbers. We had 3002. You see I switched the orders. I put the zeros first, the 3 and the 2 on the end. The zeros first. Since I did 3 and 2, I put 2 and 3 instead. We had 0097. They already gave us the zeros first, so I just switched the orders of the last digits. And they gave us 97. I did 79. We're done for the 5th. Hopefully y'all entering understanding what I'm saying. Like I said, I just was sitting here and I wanted to do some basic math and I wanted to do some back testing. And this is what I came up with. That's why I'm marking it down as we go because I was on the go. So, let me see. Right here, it looks like July the 6th. They gave us one number. And I'm glad I'm boxing it off with y'all tonight. So, or tomorrow is the morning. So tomorrow, when I go through it more to see what they did, I'll have everything in boxes so I know what's main. But that's neither here and there. If you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, I don't know if y'all, but some of y'all will. But anyhow, so they gave us 0079. As you can see, the 0 was already first. So I just took the 7 and the 9 and I switched the order and put 97 first. That was the end for the 6th. On the 7th, we had, let me see. It looked like we only had one number because it looked like I switched the order. I did 0073. And then I took it and put the 37. So yeah, they only had one box. On the 8th, it looked like we had 2. So I'm gonna box this off so you know it was our main numbers from the rundown on July the 8th, not number 8, July the 8th. So then we had 3060. X010. It was telling us the last 3 digits of a possibility for the 4 digit on July the 8th. So then I switched the order. I put the 00 first and the 3 and the 6. And since I put 3 and the 6 first, I switched the order and put the 6 and the 3 last. That was all for July the 8th. So we went to July 9th. They gave us 2. They gave us 0074, X070, which was telling you possible the last 3 digits of our 4 digit. So then you just switch the order. Since they gave you 00 already, we appreciate them. Just switch your last digits. They gave us a 74, so we make it a 47. We're done. So on the 10th today, they gave us, I want to say, it stops here. Let's see if I'm right. Oops. But I'm going to write this over anyway. This is just a rough draft that I'm going over with y'all. So on the 10th, which is today, 04909080. So you just switch the order. 00 first, your 4, your 9, and then you switch the order, 9 and a 4. They gave us 0098. You just switch the order. Since they already gave us a 00 first, you just switch the orders of the last digits. So then you just switch the orders on your last digit. Since they gave us a 98, you switch it to 89. So that was it for 0XX. We're done because this is the 10th, which was today. So I'm going to put a line right here. You're welcome. And I'm going to put an 11, letting you know for the 11th, not number 11. All right, so then that pair was done. So then we move to, so then we move to the 33XX pair that Michigan was missing. So let me grab my blue pen. So let's see how many numbers they gave us. It looked like they only gave us 2 numbers. I'm gonna move the phone back because I know it's probably, I got a lot of a lot of notebooks with stuff in it. Let me see. Right here, it looked like they only gave us 2 as well. Okay, so they gave us in the rundown on July the 2nd. Remember this dates, not numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, this is telling you the date of the rundowns and what the numbers were with 33XX in it. So I'm gonna keep saying it again, so you don't have a question and be asking me questions in the comments when I'm at work because you don't listen. So I'm gonna need you to put your listening ears on. So again, this is July the 2nd, not number 2. So they gave us 7377, so we just switched the order. What pair is missing? 33SS. So you put your 33 first. Your 77 will go last. You're done. They gave us 3143. You take your 33 first. They gave us 14. I put that at the end. Then I switched the order. I'm done with the second. So this is the third, not number 3. These were the numbers from the rundown. Let's see how many they gave us. 1, 2, 3. So they gave us 3 real numbers and 1 with the X in the front and the last digits at the end of a possibility for the 4-digit. So we go to our box. What was the first number they gave us? 3235. So you put your 33 first, and then a 25 next, and then you put the 52 next. And then they gave us 9339. You put your 33 first, and then your 99 at the end. There's nothing more for you to do with that number. Then they gave us 3773. You put your 33 first and your 77 at the end. You're done. There's nothing else for you to do. Then we went to July the 4th, not number 4. They gave us 5332. It looked like they only gave us 1 number. Yeah, I most definitely got to write this over. So then I just changed the order. I put the 3 3 first and the 5 and 2 next. And then I did the 3 3 first, and since I did 5 2, I did 25 instead. We're done with the fourth because they only gave us one number. You see, sometimes they could give us three numbers and the last three digits of the four digit, or they could give us one. It looks like it's all varying. Right here they gave us two. Right here they gave us one with the last three of the four digits. So as you see, it varies by date. So on the 5th, July the 5th, not number 5, they gave us 2 and 1 with the first and the last three digits. So all you're doing is switching the orders for the numbers that's in your box, which is the main box which is the main numbers on your rundown for July 5th, which sit 33XX. So they gave us 6335. You changed the order. 3365 at the end. Since you did 65, switch the order. 5633 in the beginning. They gave us 2330. So you say 3320. So 3320 first. And since you did 20, you put the 33 first, and you take the 0 and the 2 and put it at the end. You're done with July the 5th, not number 5. So then you go to the 6th. July the 6th, not number 6. It looks like they only gave us one number, but they gave us a X663, which is the last three digits. So you go up here, and they gave us 3302, so you do 3320. You're done with July the 6th, not number 6. So remember, we boxed this off when we boxed July the 2nd off. So they gave us a real number, and then they gave us 353. So then you take your 33 first, and then you put your 2 and your 1 at the end. Since you did your 2 and the 1, I put the 1 and 2 at the end instead. So 3 because we're looking for a 3 3 X pair. I did my 3 and then I did my 1 and my 2 instead. So right here, let's see how many numbers they gave us. It looking like, I want to say 2, but don't quote me, because again, we're doing this all together. All I did was write it down and brought it directly to you. So y'all technically helping me with my basic math. We helping each other. So they gave us 7336. So all I did was switch the order. I put the 3 first, and I put the 7 and the 6 at the end. I put my 3 first, and I put my 6 and my 7 at the end. They gave us 3369 in that rundown on July the 8th, not number 8. So then I put the 3 first, and I just switched the orders of the last two digits. So since they gave us 69, I did 96. We're done for the 8th. That's why it's a line right there, because there was no more numbers after 6393 with the 33XX pair in July the 8th, not number 8. So we went to July the 9th, and we went looking for 33X numbers. It looked like they only gave us one, which is cool. Let's work. So then you just switch the order. Since they gave us the pair that we were missing in the beginning, you just switch the last two digits. So since they gave us 0770, which is here, but I put my line over it. So 07 was up here, and I put 070 at the end. We're done because they only gave us one number on the 9th rundown of July with 330X in it. So then I went to July the 10th, which was today. They gave us 3723. So all I did, they gave us actually They gave us two real numbers, and two numbers letting you know the last three digits or the four digit. So once you know that this was the last X 33X in your July 10th rundown, you could put your box because there are no more numbers with 33X in it. So then you just start switching the order. You take your 33X and put it first. You take your 7-2, put it at the end. Since you have 7-2 right here, you change it into a 2-7. Then they gave us 3-3-1-2. So you just, since they gave us the 3-3, which is the missing pair, you put the 1 and 2 next instead of the 2 and the 1. Hopefully you see how I'm switching the order. It's not hard, it's common sense if you pay attention. So there were no more numbers for the 10th. So this 11 is right here. So whatever numbers we get for the 11th, I can see what's going on. So we're almost done, y'all. I got one more pair after this. Hopefully y'all entering overstanding. It's almost an hour video, but I just went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just went through 6 pairs, and I went all the way back from July the 1st to July the 10th. So hopefully y'all entering overstanding it as I'm walking you through it. So then we're finished with the 33X numbers because there was no more 33X numbers after X 363 on July the 10th. So now this is the new pair that I went in looking for. So I looked at all the rundowns from July 1st, 2024. And I went on the 2nd of July rundowns and seen if I see any 22X numbers. And I did. So let's see how many I seen, y'all. You know we doing this together. Oh, y'all know we'll make it. No, that was too late. Never mind. I got too excited. I jumped a step. But it looked like they gave us 3 numbers. So what do we do after we figure out this was going to be your last number in the July the 2nd, 2024 rundown that I showed y'all how to do? So that's why my box is right there. Why is my fucking hand shaking, bro? But probably because I've been holding this phone for an hour, but it's worth it so I can get these watch hours. And so y'all can enter and understand what I just did off a whim. I was supposed to be asleep, but I done went backdated all the way to July the 1st, pulling out missing numbers and doing different rundowns. But anywho, I'm almost done so I could get some rest. So they gave us 3 numbers. They gave us 2882, and they gave us 6226, and they gave us 2032. So what I do, after I know that this is the last number for 22SS and July the 2nd rundowns, I boxed them off and just switched the orders. What's the pairs that's missing for Michigan? 22SS. So I put my 22s first, my 22s, and then I take the last 2 digits and put it on the end. There's nothing else for us to do. So then you go to the next number they gave you, 6226. So then I take my 22s first because why? We're missing 22SS. And then I put 66 on the end. There's nothing else for us to do. We're done. So on the last digits number that they gave us, it was 2032. So all I do is switch the orders. 2203. And since I did 03, I did 2230. So basically under your main box will be the numbers that you switch order. On the 3rd, let's see how many numbers they gave us. Bro, yeah, I most definitely got to write this over. So they look like they gave us 3 of them. So they gave us 2124, 8228, 2662. So once I realized this was the last 22X, on the 3rd of July, not number 3, I boxed it off, and then I started switching the order. So 22 should go first, so I did 2214. And then since I did 14, I just switched the order, 2241. They gave us 822X. I took the 22 first, and I put the X8, the 88 at the end. There's nothing else for us to do. We're done. So then I took the 2662. I put the 22 first, and then I put the 66 at the end. There's nothing else to do, so we're done. So then we went to the 5th, and it looks like they only gave us 1 number with 22XX. Cool, that's awesome. So then, since you know that, you switch the order. Why? Because we're looking for a 22SS pair. So I did 2219 first, and then I did 2291 second. We're done. We went to the 6th of July, not number 6. They gave us 2291. Cool. They gave us the missing pair first. We appreciate them. So then they gave us 91. So I just made it 19 instead. We're done with July the 6th, not number 6. So then we went to the 7th. They gave us 2925. It looked like they only gave us one number. We appreciate them. Box it off so you know that's your main number for the July the 7th rundown. They only gave us 122X. So then you just switch the order. You put your 22 first, you put your 9 and 5 at the end. Since you did 9 and 5, it will be 5 and 9. So then we're done for July the 7th, not number 7th. We went to July the 8th. It looks like they gave us 3 numbers. 2 regular numbers, 1 showing you that you will have 223 at the end. So then you box it off for the main numbers. You put your 22 first. You put your 6-5 next. Since you did 6-5, we changed it to 5-6. They gave us 5282. You put your 22 first. You put your 5 and your 8 last. And since you did 5 and 8, you do 8 and 5. You're done with the 8th, not number 8. So then I went to July 9th, and I went to July 9th rundowns, and I said, okay, do we have any 22X numbers in this method right here? And it looks like we only had one. So that's cool. Less work for us to do. And it also looks like they put 22X, which is the missing pair, first. We appreciate them. So since they did 9-6, I put 6-9 and switched the order. We're done with the 9th of July because they only gave us one number. So right here for July the 10th, which was today, it looks like they gave us 2 numbers with 22X in it. So then, hold on. You switch the order. 22 first, 6 and 1 at the end. Since you did 6 and 1, you do 1 and 6 instead. So they gave us 1202. You put the 22 first, and then you do the 0. Well, I did it the wrong way, but 1 and 0 should have been next, and then 0 and 1 should have went under it. It was just out of order, but that's how you do it. I got 11 here for the 11th. For whatever come, I get to see what's going on. So this was the last pair that Michigan was missing. So I put 11SS at the top because I know Michigan was missing that. So then I went to the rundowns for July the 2nd, and I looked for the numbers with 11X in it. And it looks like they gave us 2. It looks like they gave us 2. So they gave us 5115. So what I do is, hold on. What I did was switch the order. So we know we're looking for the missing 11XX pair. So I put 11 first, and then I put the first digit and the last digit, 55. Nothing more for us to do. They gave us 1921. You put the 11 first, which is the missing pair. 92 could go at the end. 11 is the missing pair. Since I did 9-2, I switched the order and put 2-9. We're done. So then I went to July 3rd, not number 3, and it looks like they gave us, hold on, y'all. It looks like they gave us 3. It looks like they gave us 1013. So I took the 11 out and I put it first. And then I put the 0 and the 3 last. And then after I did that, I just switched the orders. You put your 11 first and my 30 last. So then they gave us 7117. I took my 11 out first, and I put my 7 and 7 at the end. We're done. They gave us 1551. I took my 1 out first, because that's the missing pair, and I put the 5 at the end. Then they gave us X011, and they gave us 5050. So I took my 00 out first, and I put my 5 at the end, and we're done for July the 3rd, not number 3. So on the 4th, it looks like they gave us one number. It looks like they gave us 3110. It looks like I did the 1130 first, and then I made it. Oh yeah, that's how I know it's tired. I done wrote this twice. But this is a rough draft, so it don't even matter. I just wanted to show y'all my homework. Okay, so 3311 was first on the rundown for July 4th. So I just took the 1111 out. I put the 3 and the 0 right here. And since I did 3 and the 0, I took the 11 out and I changed the order and put 03 instead. So 30, but instead I did 03. We're done for the 4th. On the 5th, it looks like they gave us, hold on y'all. They gave us 2 numbers. They gave us a real number, and they gave us a number that's letting you know the last 2 digits, the last 3 digits of the 4 digit. So all you do is switch the order. You take your 11 out first because we're looking for 11XX, and then you put your 0 and your 8 at the end. And since we put 0 and 8 at the end, you take the 11 out and you put 8 and 0 at the end. We're done with the numbers for the 5th. Right here, we did for July the 6th, not number 6. It looks like they gave us just one number, 1180. They already gave us the missing number, so all you do is switch the orders of the last 2. Instead of 80, I put 08. We're done for the 6th. On the 7th, not number 7, they only gave us X311, telling us the last digit of the 4 digit. We're done. It's nothing to do right here on the 7th. But wait for it to fall. On the 8th, it looks like they gave us 2 numbers. They gave us 5114, 471. So what I did was I took the first 2 numbers out because that's the 11XX we're looking for. I put this 5 and this 4 last. And then I put the 11 first, and then I put the 4 and the 5 last. Then they gave us 4171. I took the 11 out, and I put the 4 and the 7 at the end. And since I did the 4 and the 7 at the end, I switched the order and put 7 and 4 at the end. You're done with July the 8th, not number 8. So then we went to July 9th. It looks like they gave us 2 numbers. So they gave us 1312. So I took the 1 out, and I put the 3 and the 2 at the end. And since I put the 3 and the 2 at the end, I took the 1 out, and I put the 2 and the 3 at the end instead. So on the 10th, they gave us, it looks like 3. Yeah, because 11 first. So they gave us 1501. So what I did was I took the 1 and the 1 out, and I put the 5 and the 0 at the end. And since I put the 5 and the 0 at the end, I put the 0 and the 5 at the end. They gave us 0191. I took the 1 out and put the 0 and 9 at the end. And since I did 0 and 9, I took the 9 and 0 and put it at the end. And then they gave us 6116. Well, that became 11. You take the 1 out, and you got 61. I'll put it right here. Since I didn't do it, where's my black pen? Oh, right in my face. That's how I know I'm sleepy. Okay, so they gave us 1116. So 1161. So I took the 1 out, and I put 61 right here. And it should have been 11 with the 16 change in order. And then I will cut that off and put 11 right here. So hopefully y'all understand how I just did that. If not, I need you to watch the live video again. I'm going to explain one more time. So what I did was I went to July 2nd. I went to this method where I put what number we got for midday, what number we got for eve. I added 1 until we got to the original number. I did this from July 1st to July 10th. Once I finished that, then I went and found the pairs that we were missing in this. First, I wrote it down. This is what this is. Basically, I wrote down this whole thing right here, and I put it came from midday, and I put that it came from eve. And once I wrote the whole thing down, I looked for the pairs that we were missing, and I highlighted it. So when I go back, I know that these highlighted numbers is what we were missing, either the 66XX, 88XX, 00XX, 33XX, 2XX, or 11XX. And once I had this down, which is all of these from the 1st to the 10th. Some of y'all not going to do it because that's a whole lot of work. I went and found the pairs that we were missing. Once I found them pairs, you only need one rundown for this. This is the only rundown that you're going to need to create on your own. Once I did that, I did this. I'm going to go back to the first. Okay, so what I did was, hold on, y'all. I created this one. Okay, so once I have this one, where I wrote all the rundowns from July 1st to the July 10th, I created this one. And I put 66X first. And then I took the first rundown that I created, and I looked for all the 66X numbers, and I wrote it on here. And I stopped because, look, 2662 was probably the last one we got on here. Let's see. Let me go to the second. Let me see. 2662. Where are you? 2662. This was the last number that we got with 66XX in it. So y'all know I boxed it off once I realized what the last 66X number was, which is why that box is right here for the people in the back. And then I just rearranged the numbers that they gave us from the rundown. So hopefully y'all enter and understand what you could do for your state if you want to, but I know a lot of people not going to do that. And as you can see, mine is current, up to date from July 1st to July 11th, and it took me less than an hour to do both of them. So these are two different rundowns. This one is the rundown from the, what method is this? From this method where I just took all my 4 digits and I wrote them on here. So I took this from midday, and I took this one from eve, and midday one was right here, eve one was right here. And then if I had a rundown where I did a 065 rundown, this is the from the 0165 method. So this one and this one is your 065 method, remember? So if you want to do a 015 method as well, that's what these are. So this is from the rundown. This is from here on July the 1st. And then after I finished midday and eve, I realized I had did a 615 rundown, and I wrote these pairs down. So I'll do this while I'm with y'all, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. This was from the 615 method. This is from the rundown, one of these, midday eve. And on the 10th, I had did a 615 method. This was for the midday, and this was for the eve. Because I didn't always do the 615 rundown. So on the 5th of July, you see the month July the 5th, it looked like I did another 0165 method. We all learning together. I'm marking up the rundown together because I just did both of these off top off some let me see some type of shit. So right here, I look like I did a 615 rundown. So this is the regular rundown from the method I showed you. And this is from the 615 method. That was the midday. And that was the eve for Michigan. All right, this looked like I did, yep, from the 615 rundown. 615 method. Let's see, did I do one for July 8th? Yep. 615 method. Let's see. I don't think I did that from the first. Let's see when I... Okay, well, I did one for the 4th. So this would be 615 method. I couldn't write it on the top, but y'all can read. 615 method. This is from the regular rundowns. And I didn't do it for the 3rd. I didn't do a 615 method for the 3rd. I didn't do a 615 method for the 2nd. And I didn't do a 615 for the 1st. So it looked like I just started doing 615 rundowns. Oh, here's 615 on the 3rd. So it looks like I just started doing the 615 rundown on the 3rd. Because I did one from the 3rd. I did one for the 4th. If I want to, I could go back and do those 3. I did one for the 615 for July the 5th. I did 615 for the 6th. I did 615 for, yeah. So I didn't do it the first 3 of July. So hopefully y'all enter and understand what I did. As you can see, mine is up to date. So I could just continue with the 11th. And I already did July 1 through the 10th. So hopefully you enter and understand what I just showed y'all, and y'all could do it for your own state. So let's get to this all state rundown so I can get some rest. So let me see what I need to show y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna put y'all down to switch your notebooks. All right, let's see, July the 10th. We got 348 for Michigan Eve. Look, 348 was in Michigan midday. You see it? 348. Look, Michigan got 7868. Look right here. 7868 in the midday. But it came eve. Y'all see it? 7868. They got it from midday side. That's crazy. I didn't see no action on these. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so look. I'm gonna walk y'all through this real fast. So 710, this was Michigan Eve. We got 348, 7868. So a 3 can flip into a 6, and then you take your last digits and put it on the end. You take your 3 and your 8 is 11. You only use your digit on the right-hand side. And then you take your last digit, and that will be your second digit for your pair. You put your X at the end, so we're looking for 18S to be en route. You do your 18 9 times. This is your X section. X is 0 through 9. So then 18 go first. 2379 is associated with an 18. You put the 18 on the end. So 218, 318, 718, 918 could possibly come for Michigan midday. So you take these numbers and you go over here and you match them up. 218, ain't that the same thing as 812? That's why there's a red box around it. 318 is the same as 183. That's why I put a red box around it. 718 is the same as 187. That's why I put a box on it. 918 is the same as 189. That's why I put a box on it. Right here, you look at the, it say pairs that will return, meaning it's coming back. So I took 3, 4, 8. I took 3 minus 8 will give you 5. So these pairs are coming back off that 5. 786X, 868X, 887X, 878X. They gave us sum 33. With sum 33, we could possibly get a 6XX or a 6XXX or a 10 or a 9XX. That's very important. And look, 6033. 6033. 6033. Y'all see that? The 6 is first, like they said right there. 6033. They'll sleep on me. Look, 6x11, 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 6179, 6111, 6. But y'all see what I'm doing. Right here, they gave us a 25. With a 25, you could get 852 or 238. Look at this. 8, 8, 852. Ain't that? Yep, yes it is. So then I did this method, and it told us we could get 53X, 62X, 71X, or 80X for Michigan Midday. So 71X was right here. 71X would be the 8. So they gave us 71 first, so I put that first, and I put the 8 because we know the 8 was the X. And then I wrote it how they wrote it in here. 80X would give you, it was right here. 80X would be a 1. So I did the 80 first and a 1 for the X, and I wrote it just like they gave it to us in there. 348, 893 is the mirror of 348. That would give us 20X. 29 times. This is your X section. X is 0 through 9. Right here, I think we could get 3434 Michigan. These are the numbers that I possibly come out of there. Right here, I think we could get 34X Michigan for Michigan Midday. All right, this is the last part, and I am about to go to sleep. This is our all state for tomorrow. All state, 7 for July, 1 for the 11th. 7 plus 1 is 8. Sum of 8. 2 is the mirror of the 7. 0 and 4 is the flip of a 7. 3 is the carryover of a 7. A 1 is the flip of a 6. A 4 and an 8 is the mirror of a 1. A 5 is the carryover number for a 1. You remember 9, 0, and 2 will always be together. Look at this. It's telling us 1902, 1906, 1904, 1905, 1978, 1987. Look right here. 5240, 3524. Gave you clear as day 2043, which is a July number. So they gave us 71. Sum 17 would give you these numbers. 953. Let's see. Look. 953. 863. 863. So it could go this way. 863. Ain't that? We didn't get that because you see they had 2 7s, but we only got 1 7 on the all state. So that wouldn't be a go. So what I can do is, we seen those in the all state. We didn't see that one. Do we see 962? What's this? 962. They gave us 872. Look, it could either go 872, 872, 872. So 872 is hot. 971, what's this? 971. Bright as day. Did they give us two eights? No, they only gave us one eight. But don't sleep off of it because that number that we got for midday Michigan, that gave us a sum 11. What comes after the sum 11? Doubles. So these could possibly come off that sum 11. So don't sleep on it. Just because you don't see it in here, we got 11. So I taught y'all that after sum 11, you will get doubles until you get another 11. There go doubles right there. Don't sleep on that. Hope you're paying attention. I know it's 2:55 in the morning, but y'all still watching. Because as sure as my name is Unbothered, it say 3 people, but I bet you it's more than 3. But that's neither here or there. I'm going to sleep. So Psalm 18, I took the date, which is the 11th, which is the one in the Psalm. In Psalm 18, you get 963. There you go again. Look, 963. So we definitely seen that in there. Do we see 873? Look, 873 again. Did we see 972? What's that? 972. 972. 972. So 972 is hot. Did we see 88? No. But you remember I said we could get doubles after that sum 11 midday yesterday. So that could still be a go. 981. Look, 981. So that's a go. That's why it's a asterisk right there. 17 could give you a 3, a 4, a 6, or an 8. You add the 17 at the end because that's what they gave us. So 317 could be somewhere in here. 417 could be somewhere in here. I'm going to hold this up. You screenshot it and you can see if that's in there. All right here, we got Psalm 18 will give us a 18 could also give us a 2, a 3, a 7, and a 9. You put the 18 at the end, so 218 could possibly be in here, 318 could possibly be in here, 718 could possibly be here, 918, look. 918 is right there. So an 18 could also give us a 3, a 9, a 0, and 2. Put the 18 at the end. 318 could possibly be in here, 9, there you go again. So you saying 19, 918 in this method. So that's a most definite go. It's in more than one method.